Hello, my name is Dr. John Winilovich. I'm the founder of American Cybernetics and would like to talk to you today about a new design for a ventilator that we've built. And the problem is that estimates are coming in of up to 80% of the people that are put on ventilators end up dying. And we think our design will fix that and bring that percentage way down. Exhale. The problem comes with COVID-19 because it infects the lungs and often leads to pneumonia and possibly ARDS. And this makes the lungs very inelastic. So what's done at this point is the patient can barely breathe and they're put on a ventilator. Now, today's ventilators are designed for positive pressure. And in order to inflate that very inelastic lungs, so much pressure has to be used that it permanently damages the lungs. So we have a lot of people dying from the ventilators themselves. If that wasn't always the case, though, we used to use a negative pressure machine before the positive one called an iron lung. And the way it works is there's a bellow on the back of that tube that moves in and out. And when it moves out, it causes a vacuum in the chamber. And that vacuum pulls the rib cage out and the patient's lungs out with it and causes the patient to inhale. So it's very natural. No pressure on the inside of the lung, just ambient, and on the outside, it's a vacuum. And then we combine that with the modern technique for composites of vacuum bagging. So essentially what we do is we vacuum bag our patient. We sandwich them in between some vacuum bagging and vacuum bag them. So the technology for the iron lung, there's no dispute that it's safe. It's been around since 1927. We have a lot of data on it, so that should be no problem getting regulations on that. The way we do this is we create a very soft rubber collar and place it on the patient's shoulders. We lay down a piece of vacuum bagging material, put down a piece of plexiglass, put down the patient, and put an additional curved arch of plexiglass over the patient's chest. We put double-sided tape around the exterior of the mat and then cover it with one more piece of vacuum bagging material. And you end up with a vacuum wrapped patient. Now, at this point, you could supply the vacuum or regular air with just like a fireplace bellows built a little bit larger, so it could be totally mechanical. And that would be extremely cheap. We also have designed this system that works very well. It uses a refrigerator compressor, and you just hook the hose to the inlet, and it makes a very quiet, powerful vacuum pump. We have a small accumulator tank. This may not be necessary. A couple of irrigation valves and some very cheap pressure sensors connect to an Arduino with a touchscreen display. So that's how you gain control. Very simple to program. The whole thing can be put on a frame of 2 foot by 2 foot, and it's also very light. So we've got some really good things going here. It's incredibly cheap. All the parts are available. Even with the vacuum system, it'd be less than $480. And it's ready to build and manufacture today. So thank you very much.